Good morning, everybody. I'm Dawn McGee, your nutrition evangelist. As you know, I love to work with women who want results for a lifetime, not just a moment in time. Today, I am here with Shirley Zaccheo, who is an image consultant. I had so much fun working with her on my colors a couple of weeks ago. I got this beautiful palette of colors. These are all the colors that work well for my skin and my eyes and my hair. And so I was super excited to invite Shirley on to talk a little bit about colors. It really synchronizes well with my eat, move, and recharge system. And I'll tell you why a little bit later. Shirley, could you introduce yourself, please?
Hey, Dawn, good morning, and everybody on your platform. Thank you so much for having me. So like Dawn says, I've been an image consultant for 18 years. I always say I can time, certain segments of my life by which child I had, and I started my business after my son. And it's just taken me on this wonderful journey of, self-improvement and being the best possible you at this moment, not, 5 minutes down the road when we say we're going to lose that weight or, get that haircut or get that new job. It's, really celebrating you at this moment. And it was really kind of a catalyst for myself. I'll say it, 33, I think. And I said it was my turn, 4 children. And I said, it's my turn, because we kind of lose and forget ourselves a little bit in the different roles that we play. So it's taken me on a self-personal journey through my ups, my downs, my ins, my outs. And I've been able to pass those tips and skills on to many women and men and young people alike. It was really what I started the business for, was women in transition, because I'd done it, and young people, looking for those first jobs and job interviews, because I'd been through that process too. So yeah, that's and so now I can take you from your best colors to your closet evaluation and to consignment, because I've been able to package it all up in a great little package for you.
I love that. And that is so key, because I talk a lot about reclaiming your life, and I talk about it from a food perspective because I love food. So reclaim your life one bite at a time, for sure. And how important is it to like what you see when you look in the mirror as well, to have clothes and colors that make you light up and make you so happy. So tell everybody a little bit. I'll tell a little bit about my experience doing my colors with you.
Yeah.
I had them done many years ago, and it was fun. And I like to pick, clothes that will make my skin light up and that I feel good in. And I like the color and the reflection when I see it. I thought, well, it's a great time to update them. And so we took a couple of headshots and a picture of my eyes, and you went through an analysis, and I am a spring, which I guess means I have a lot of choices. So I got this amazing palette.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Right?
Orange next to you. I was like, oh my God, that looks so great. I'm looking at your skin and oh my God, yes. Yeah. I can't wait for you to break out some of those colors.
Right. And so I'm looking at my closet and going, oh, I've got a great teal, like an emerald green teal, just like this one. It's one of my favorite blouses to wear out. And I have an amazing, it's this that you marked off as my best red. I've got a red leather jacket that I got in Florence, Italy. That's that color, which I always get compliments on when I wear. And so I feel like as part of our recharge process, it's really important to reclaim all aspects of your life. So tell me a little bit more about the color process and what you talk about with folks, and how you bring them here.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, at some point you have to say it is about me. It's not selfish. It's not vanity. Like you said, that's a great way to put it. It's the reclaiming and recharging of yourself. Color has energy. It's it's as simple as, if you closed your eyes, we have no color. I could get into the science of it, but the sun, the earth, all that good stuff, and bam, you have color, right? So we feed off of those colors, and that's why colors have color association to them. And they're each one is powerful in its own right. White and black are shades, because you can't make black or white, but they're powerful in their symbolism. Culturally, all around the world, colors have different things. So people kind of take for granted what color does in their lives, but even from the choices that you pick in your house, if you're not the fashionista, colors play a role in your office space and in your car choices. I mean, it really, it's in everything we do. So why not tap into that and open up your closet every day and say, this is all about me. For this couple minutes that I'm getting ready for me, I'm going to look great. I'm going to feel great. And I'm going to transmit that to other people, because you're wearing that fabulous, from what I can see, and computer screens are all different. You're wearing that fabulous cranberry, right?
Yep.
And I'm like, oh, great pop of color. And trust me, my brain was going crazy going, what do I wear today on camera? What do I wear? I was like, do I wear a pop of color? And then I get dressed for the whole day. So what am I doing later? Those kind of things. And so I'm feeding off the energy right now of what you're wearing. And if I was wearing a color somebody else's, because you don't really see that anymore when you're looking out, right? You know that you look great because all those things work for you in the closet. So that's what I try to give to everybody, is that I take the guesswork out of, oh my God, I have nothing to wear in a closet full of 500 pieces of clothes, because that's stressful for everybody. Women and men, doesn't matter, does this tie go with that suit, or does this shirt, or meeting with the boss? I mean, all those things come into play with what is in your closet. It's a psychological journey. And, it can be emotional too when we're reevaluating that closet and when we're taking pieces out. And I'm only going to give you tips and tools to make those processes better. And let me tell you, if there's a color in there that I don't think is perfect for you, go for it. If it rings to you, if it rings true, if there's something that connects you to that piece, wear it like you own it, and just bring that energy with it. So so the process is, like you said, I generally will ask requests for some good natural lighting headshots, and then I throw it into a myriad of processes, because, as I said, I've been doing this for 18 years, so I've picked up a few tricks and tips along the way and the process that I use. And then if you were here personally, I'd be able to drape you, but through the magic of virtual, I've been able to take those headshots and get you into your best zone and create those personal palettes for you. So now you have that in the palm of your hand, and you pop it in your purse, and you're heading out shopping, and I dare you to pick a color that you didn't think that you were going to rock, and see how you can incorporate it into your life, because you've got spring palettes are the largest palettes on the planet, so you've got a lot of colors to play with. And I also think
it's true. I'll be honest with you.
Oh, sorry.
It was a little overwhelming when I got this at first, right? I thought, whoa, there's so many choices. And, you talk about things that light you up and make you feel good. Well, green has always been my favorite color. And so I was so thrilled to see all these different, green, blue shades that I could choose from, and really up my game about how I look. Because when you look good and you feel good, you bring, as you said, a different energy to the conversation, and that helps you help others as well.
Absolutely. When you put on that outfit that makes you feel like, when you put on that red coat, there's nobody stopping you, right? And the fact that it's a tie and leather, I mean, hello, I'm just tingling thinking about that red jacket, so we all have that, we all have that, I don't know, your Friday night outfit, you're going with the girls outfit, your date night with your husband outfit, whatever the case may be, you have that energy. So why not have it in everything you do? And, you help people redesign their health and their food. And, through the process, I'm sure there's some weight loss there. And clothes and color can do that too. I've heard women say, oh, I want to wait till I lose 10 pounds to do my colors. Okay, color doesn't have anything to do with, improving your waistline. However, excuse me. However, when you're wearing the right colors and the right shape for your body, because that's another tool that I can use, and to help you dress for yourself, you're going to lose those 10 pounds like that, with the magic of color and with the magic of dressing for your body shape at this time and in this moment. I've been a plus size girl. I've been there. I've taken the personal journey in the last 2 years to lose some weight and to get into better health. but it's not about that. It's about valuing you at this moment. And that's really what I try to bring
Absolutely.
with my clients.
And I love that, because no matter what shape or size you are, no matter where you are on your health journey, it's super important to value where you are at that moment, and to be able to look at in your closet and go, I am going to put this on and I am going to feel like a rock star, because that makes all the difference in your day.
Absolutely. And you take that energy with you. You really do it. It sets the day. You know as well as I do, if you're having a bad hair day and you put the hat on and you put and I'm all for that, trust me. During this time of staying home, it was like ponytail heaven over here, until we got to our hairdressers, but that's fine. But that you take that more than casual mentality with you. But when the hair is done and the makeup's on, a little bit of lip gloss or whatever the case may be, or your favorite, I don't care if it's your shoes, when you put on those shoes, like, I'm going to walk a little faster and taller, just because I love what I have on. And again, I stress that it shouldn't sound as if it's a vanity situation. It's really about, increasing your energy load and just, bringing that to yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. I like to call it a positive upward spiral, because once you start getting on that upward momentum, everything continues upward, and it starts in the morning with what you decide to put on. We've talked a lot about that. I imagine you have too in the last 4 months. Everybody's home talking about pants optional, right?
Until you have to get up and get something from behind you in a meeting.
Right. You have to be super careful about the camera angles. But the truth is, when you dress up, you feel better. I've got a 15-year-old son, and when he was little, and I wanted him to behave better, I would dress him up, because he dressed for the clothes that he had on. And I think as women, we do that a lot too. If we're going to put on a dress, we're going to behave differently than we are in a t-shirt and yoga pants.
Absolutely. I mean, and I did talk a lot about that during this past few months. The mindset. I'm fortunate that I have an office that I can close the door and go to work. A lot of people in this situation these past few months, didn't have that luxury, or they were working from the kitchen island, or they had children underfoot. And it's like, I don't have to get dressed today. I don't have to put clothes on to go to that Zoom meeting. But that moment also clicks in your mind, that more than casual mentality, that mindset, so I knew that every time I was going on the daily Zooms or a Zoom meeting with a client, it was like, I have to represent who I am. I have to be the CEO of my moment. Whether you're a direct seller, whether you're working for a company, whether you're a solo entrepreneur or a partner in a business, whatever your role is, I'm coming to you, like, Dawn, I could have come to you all jacked up with my ponytail and said, okay, yeah, I'm ready. But would I have been saying I was an image consultant doing that? There was another interview that I did where she's like, oh, we're not going on video. I said, I'm still getting ready, because in my mind, I had to bring that mentality that I'm talking about that. So it is a pants optional, casual, uber casual, nation right now. And I get that. I'm not delusional about that. I have my moments where it was llama pajama pants on the bottom half, but I guess from the top up, I was ready to go. It is what you bring to the table, so it really is. As direct sellers, when I talk to them, I'm not buying from the CEO of such and such company. I'm valuing you as a business person. So you need to bring it to me that you're valuing me as a customer. And that starts really from the time you wake up and saying, I'm meeting with clients today. I'm going to be ready for this, So yeah, it's huge, huge.
Absolutely. So, such a great set of tips you gave everybody. It's about mindset. It's about how you think about yourself. It's about the image you put forward. It's about being the CEO of your day. Tell me a little bit before we wrap up how people could get in touch with you, because I think not a lot of people give enough weight to the colors and the type of clothes that they choose as to how that impacts everything. So if somebody wanted to do colors, how would they get in touch with you?
Yep. I always say that Facebook for the moment drives my bus. So you can message me personally, Shirley Zaccheo, or you can look up my Facebook page, which is you and the ampersand, you and improved, because it's all about being you and being improved in whatever your stage is. And I answer all my messages, and that's really how people can get a hold of me right now. So you know, the old adage that says you have 7 seconds to make an impression, studies have shown it's 1 to 4.
Yeah.
And that's kind of frightening. That means the second I open my eyes, I'm like, oh yeah. You know, it's really, I've made a decision on if I'm going to do business with you, or if I'm going to like you, or if I value you. It's crazy. But, you know, why not be in front of the 8 ball instead of behind it?
It's so true. It's true. There's a great book by Malcolm Gladwell called Blink, and he says we make decisions in milliseconds without even realizing it. Thousands of decisions all the time. So absolutely, first, you what is it they say? You don't get a second chance to make a first impression.
That is correct, and it is. You know, it blows, again, Malcolm, it blows the mind, and rarely does that first impression ever change. You know.
Mm-hmm.
There's something that you'll hold on to. I always say jokingly that they could be the Pope on paper, but it's really how you walked into the room, you know, and you really have to sell that moment. And again, whatever stage you're at, I've worked with teenagers, I've worked with people being, you know, coming out of incarceration, and changing transitions in lives and jobs. It really doesn't matter. It really is how you present yourself. So it's pretty key.
Absolutely. I imagine this would be fabulous for college graduates.
Yes, there's a study that said 75% of college graduates believe that self-image is part of their trajectory in their career, and that it does evolve and change. And when I'm working with young people, as I see them come into the consignment shop going, I just got a brand new job, I just graduated, I sweats and ponytails one day, and, you know, semi-casual corporate the next day, and they're like, what do I do? So it's pretty big. And same with climbing that ladder. You could be in the mailroom one day, and you could be on the street selling, you know, multi-million-dollar packages the next day, and that's 2 different roles. So there's a lot to it.
Absolutely. Well, Shirley, thank you so much for joining me today. I really enjoyed getting to know a little bit more about the color analysis process, and I'll put your links in the comments down below. Until next week, what I hope for everybody is that you live a life you love without being hungry, feeling deprived, or giving up your glass of wine with dinner. Bye, everybody.
Thanks.